dear children, we had in the previous video clip, we had completed up to line number 135. The rest are all same. The presence we have added one more character, and it is Leonardo. Leonardo is the servant of Bassanio. Okay, Leonardo is the servant of Bassanio, and all other things are same. The venue is same. The act number, scene number is same. Only the line number will be different. We are beginning with line number 136. On what note did the previous scene end? Was a request was formally and finally made by Lancelot. Lancelot himself says, "Serve you, sir," means I want to become your servant. And so Bassanio says, "I know thee well, I know you very well. Thou hast obtained thy suit. You have got your request answered positively." Means he is accepted as a servant of Bassanio. "Shylock and thy master spoke with me this day." This day means that very day. Shylock had already spoken with Bassanio that he does not want to keep Shylock. Shylock had already spoken to Bassanio that he does not want to keep Lancelot as his servant, and he wants to send his servant Lancelot to Bassanio. This matter was already spoken between the two masters. "And hath preferred thee." Preferred thee means referred him. He has already referred you to me. "If it is preferment to leave a rich Jew's service to become the follower of so poor a gentleman." Preferment means promotion. If you consider this as a promotion, to leave the service of a very rich man like Shylock and join the service of a poor man like that of himself, then you are welcome. Lancelot says, "The old proverb is very well parted between my master Shylock and you, sir. You have the grace of God, sir. He hath enough." Then Shylock says, "There is an old proverb that suits very well between you and my old master, and that is, my old master has enough." Has enough. Last line is, my old master is very rich, and you have the grace. You have the grace means you have the blessings of God. Those people who has got the blessing are always happy in their life. Okay, which is with Bassanio. And what is with Shylock? He has enough means he has plenty of wealth, but that happiness is never there. Satisfaction is never there. "Bassanio, thou speakest it well. You spoke it so beautifully. Go, father." Then Bassanio says, "Go, father." See the kind of difference between these characters. Bassanio says to Gobbo, an old man, "Father, go, father, with thy son. Take leave of thy old master." Old master, go to Shylock, take proper leave from him, and inquire my lodging out, and after that find out where my home is. And then he turns to his, Bassanio turns to his followers, servants, and says, "Give him a livery more guarded." Livery means clothes. Give him means to Lancelot. Give Lancelot clothes which are more guarded means more beautiful clothes, or more decorated clothes than his fellows means than his fellow being, than other servants. See it done. See that it is done. Then they are gone. Okay. Lancelot with the father, they are going to Shylock's house. Why? To take proper leave, to say goodbye, to say that I don't want to be your servant, now I am going. Then Lancelot is in his presence only with Gobbo, and Lancelot says, "Father, in. I cannot get a service, no? In means let's go, father, let's go. You will have the opinion that I will not get a service, no? I have never a tongue in my head." Tongue in my head means sometimes when whatever is going on in your mind, you are unable to speak. That means you have no tongue in your head. But when whatever is going on in your heart or brain, if you can express, then you have a tongue in your mind. Gobbo was of the opinion that Lancelot does not have a tongue in the head. And Lancelot says that I have a tongue. He has proved his father wrong. Because ultimately who said that I want to be your servant? Ultimately it was Lancelot himself said. Then he looks on his palm and he says, "If any man in Italy have a fairer table." Table means palm. This portion is a table. And what is there on the table? There are so many lines on the table. And what does those lines say? It says about your future. It says about your prosperity. He looks on his own palm and he says, "With those offer to swear upon a book." And this palm is placed on the book means holy book, Bible. This palm is very special. It is placed on the Bible and you take oath also. "I shall have good fortune." Then he takes the promise of his hand. He looks at on his own palm and he says that I am going to have a good fortune. Fortune means my future is very bright. "Go to" means see. Here's a simple line of life. Then he points out and says, yes, this is a line of life. This says that how long I am going to live. Most probably he had a long line and he thought that he is going to live very, very long. Here's a small trifle of wife, then another line. And a trifle of wife means the matter of marriage. And this line speaks of the matter of marriage. Alas, 15 wives are nothing. 15 wives, nothing. He feels that he is so fortunate, he feels that he is so blessed and he is so good and handsome that he will get more than 15. 11 widows and 9 maids is a simple coming in for one man. Coming in, he will get so many ladies in his life, and those will not be enough for him because they will be bringing very little. Coming in means dowry. They will be bringing very little with them. So he feels that he will get more and more ladies in his life, and he will marry them and he will become rich. His life will be better and comfortable. And then to escape drowning thrice, and to be in peril of my life with the ears of the feather bed. Here's the simple escape. And then when there will be too many ladies in his life will be comfortable, joyful, because those wives also will be bringing so much of dowries with him. That's a coming in. And whenever those life will make his trouble, when his wife, all those wives will make his life troubled, at that moment there is another line that teaches him how to escape, how to survive. So he is very fortunate. Well, if fortune be a woman, she is a good wench for this gear. Wench means a lady. For this gear means for this fortune telling. Because fortune, if fortune be a lady, and in reality fortune is really lady. Fortune is a lady and she is a good lady for giving me this beautiful fortune. Father, come, I will take my leave of the Jew in the twinkling of an eye. Twinkling means in a very short time. I will just go inside, take leave of my master, and I will be back to you. Then Egjon, Lancelot, and old Gabbo, both of them they leave and they enter. And from there, the scene is totally detached and taken to another place. This time it is Bassanio and Leonardo. Bassanio says, I pray thee, good Leonardo. So Bassanio is talking to his servant Leonardo, and he says, I am requesting you, Leonardo, think on this. Think about this matter. These things being bought and orderly bestowed. Then he was giving some duty, some work to Leonardo, and he says that whatever I have done, do it completely. And after completing all this duty, bestowed means properly packed, return in haste, complete that work and come back to me immediately in hurry. For I do feast tonight, because I have a feast. Feast means party. We are planning to have a party. We are planning to have a feast tonight. My best esteemed acquaintance with my best friends. Best esteemed means highly respected and loved. Acquaintance means companions. I am going to celebrate this evening. I am going to have a feast. Hie thee means hurry up, go. Leonardo says, my best endeavor shall be done herein. Best endeavor means effort. I will use all my effort to complete the task and be back to you. Just at that moment, Graciano enters, and Graciano says, where is thy master? Graciano says this to Leonardo. Okay, so Leonardo goes, okay, and on the way, Graciano meets Leonardo, and Graciano asks Leonardo, where is your master? Leonardo says, yonder sir, he walks. Yonder means over there. He is over there and he's walking. Then, after saying that, Leonardo goes away to complete his duty. Graciano comes to Bassanio and says, Signia Bassanio, as if they had met after a long time. And Graciano also responds in the same warmth of the heart, and they say, Bassanio. He says, Bassanio. They went each other and they hugged each other. No? Graciano says, I have a suit to you. Suit means I have to request to you. Graciano is saying, I have to make a request to you. Bassanio says, you have obtained it. See, this is the bond of friendship. This is the love they had for each other. One knows, Bassanio knows that Graciano is not going to ask anything that is not possible to that would not be possible for him to grant. And Graciano also knows that he is not going to take unnecessary advantage of the love of Bassanio. He says, I have a request to make to you. Bassanio says, you feel you have obtained it. Graciano, you must not deny me. You should not deny. I must go with you to Belmont, and this is the request. Graciano knows that Bassanio is going to Belmont to marry Portia. And his request is, he also wants to go with Bassanio to Belmont. Of course, not to Melipos, yeah. As a company, he wants to give a company to Bassanio. He also wants to go with Bassanio to Belmont. And dear children, whether Bassanio's request is accepted or not, we shall learn in the next class. Today we are stopping here in this video clip, and if it is possible, I'll try to give some answers to some of the extracts. You need to copy it in your workbook, and if not, then if you have not taken your workbook, then you can copy it in the some other notebooks also. And if you want to answer it yourself, then that will be the best. You answer it to yourself, and then you can submit it for correction also. Okay, so we shall wind up our class today here. Thank you and take care of yourself.